Original songwriter, I do believe in the lyrical quality of my material to be significant, dynamic, intriguing, sophisticated, expressively emerging, interesting, and important. We need something to stand for positive and productive change. Song 1. Survival of the fittest. Song 2. As presently being internally equipped and able, essentially to practice behavior in being considerate, to build big, better business through a foundation, intentional and genuine, excellent customer service skill by making the consumer count first in order to exhibit the quality of ability to effectively serve my individual purpose with power is profitable for long-term stability for home and work. In ancient day, the most influential interest that is important and significant concerning music throughout human history is communication that has been used for a variety of purposes, as well can also be a powerful tool for social change that can help to develop the mind and soul in a positive, productive, and beneficial manner. DeGrip, get one. W-O-N. Thank y'all. I've been out promoting this. It's a piece that I wrote in a drawing. I just got a T-shirt made, and I'm just trying to get on my feet financially in between jobs and actually go legit without getting in somebody else's trouble.
Are you going to be at David's Thursday night?
Sir?
You going to be at David's Thursday night?
Well, I need to pay my light bill, and I can't just keep running around doing everything for free, so I'm doing what I can, but I was trying to call David recently.
Right.
But my phone is off and blah, blah, blah. I just don't want, not having any money really for me to distract me from learning, how to develop the skill to meet the right market financially instead of, being cluttered by selfish people who just want to, make a mess.
Right.
And I wanted to express that as an individual, potential, legitimate business owner.
I appreciate your coming in.
Thank
you.
y'all.
And if you perform at David's again, let us know.
Hopefully next Thursday. I'm trying to go official, y'all. I'm tired. I need an outfit or something.
Well, thank you so much for coming in, Joy. Glad to see you. We are going to skip over city administrator report. I'll talk to you about that on my report and move straight to assistant. Mr. Bailey?
I feel like I should skip mine now, too. No, we just finished a rather large stormwater project at the airport. Mr. Croy took care of that over the last couple of months that we had to deal with on a pretty good washout where our fence joins on the on runway 21. I wanted to hit leaf season is coming to an end. I actually think it's went fairly well this year. And then we're waiting on plans from engineers for streetscape improvements on another little section of Midland that we've been working on to improve that area all the way from what is Highland to Spring Street. Let's see, if you see, I think Danny had sent out, I think to the directors and whatnot, or we mentioned it actually in directors meeting, that's where it was. That if you see roll-off systems cruising through town, they are actually currently contracted and helping us complete the commercial routes because we are down several operators on that end of things, and they're going to continue until we're able to repurpose our drivers and operators. The TAP grant project is, knock on wood, moving along fairly well at this point. They're making good progress. They have the one side curbing done on the west side of 11 from Walton Street all the way to Marable, and they're currently working on that east side of it. REBC grant on 78 East and the 11 exit has been completed. Mark Harrison handled that for us. I know Mr. Middlebrook's water tank is standing. And we have a couple months, I think, of welding and whatnot to go. And then I saw a Facebook post, I believe, online where they were talking about it looked old. Well, they haven't painted it yet, so it will eventually look new. And once we get that stood up. I did want to point out that auditors are here. They started yesterday on Miss Thompson's birthday. So just kind of throwing that out there. Happy birthday, Beth. Car show is coming up March 21st. It'll be our 21st annual. We've done well with sponsorships. As always, that will be a crowded, happen quick from about 5 a.m. to 8 a.m., and you survive that event. And then this past Saturday, we had the Love Your City event, which was well attended. And then I believe in January, we had a couple of winter storms. So I was going to give you all a couple of numbers from that. The ice storm that we had January 24th, 25th weekend, we used 7 tons of 89 stone, 4 tons of salt, and we had 191 electric outages called in over the course of that. Then the snow event that we had on January 31st, we actually put down 15 tons of 89 stone, 8 tons of salt. We were a little more fortunate. We only had 37 electric outages and 21 calls for frozen pipes. So that was, I don't know, it seemed like January was a very long month, and then it came, then it went. No more snow, no more ice. Green grass is what we're kind of hoping for, but credit to all city staff who was here basically for the period of, 3 solid days over that weekend, and then the next weekend they were here for 2 straight days, keeping everything passable and keeping the power on. So, and I'll be glad to take any questions.
Are there any questions for Mr. Bailey? I will say, and I certainly appreciate the entire team being here through the snow days and through the ice days. I also want to commend Mr. McGuire for his work with dealing with a couple of surprise fiber issues that have sped up. I'm going to say probably about 50 folks who were having the same issue. So whatever y'all did, you pushed the big on-off button twice or banged it on the side. It's made a real difference, and I appreciate it. As we have no old business, we have no public hearing. The only new business we have, I'm coming back to you, Chris, is the Downtown Development Authority, Convention and Visitors Bureau Authority, and Urban Redevelopment Agency. We have 2 appointments.
Yes, sir, thank you. And these are, one will be a reappointment request of Lisa Anderson, who requested to renew her 3-year appointment to those 3 different various boards. And then the one vacated seat was Whit Holder, whose term came to an end, and he did not choose to be reappointed. I think he's retiring kind of from that specific element. And we put the job posting out for the period of time, and Bethany Haywood submitted her application. We interviewed her, and that's the recommendation from staff and Meredith Malcolm and Sandy Daniels.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey. Are there any questions for Chris? I'll entertain a motion. Is it okay if we do 2 at the same time? To appoint Bethany Haywood and Lisa Anderson for 3-year terms beginning today and expiring December 31st, 2028.
Move to approve the appointments.
Thank you, Mr.
as
Dixon.
stated.
Is there a second? Mr. Gregory, thank you. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion carries. That passes. Moving to district items. Ms. Crawford.
No other than just want to thank the city during the snow and ice days for all they did. Got a lot of calls, and it's very much appreciated.
Great, thank you. Mr. Bradley.
Mr. Mayor, I have one minor issue, but something that's been brought to my attention a couple times, is at the intersection of Booth Drive and Sorrel Street. If you're on Booth Drive facing Sorrel Street, there is a fence on private property that's overgrown with a lot of different types of foliage, and it creates a pretty bad habit of pulling out into the intersection to be able to see who's coming from the north
Probably not.
It will be taken care of through our code compliance methods. We'll take care of it, no doubt.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Bradley. Ms. Sams?
Other than just a big thank you to all the staff that has worked hard over the last 2 weekends.
Thank you, Ms. Brown.
Just wanted to say thank you to Public Works for all that they do, and also to City of Monroe Utilities for making sure that our lights stayed on. I think mine went off for like 3 minutes. That was the longest 3 minutes of my life. But they came back on, and I'm always bragging about the City of Monroe because I don't lose power.
Thank you.
And also, thank you, Chris Bailey, for following up and making sure that the paving happened right outside of Stone Creek in front of Carver Middle, because there was some congestion there with the school traffic and turning into the subdivision, and there were almost a couple of head-on collisions that were about to happen. So just wanted to thank him for that, and that's all I have.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Gregory.
Same, thanks to the city, all staff, for keeping everything up and running. Excited about our electric grants and our new substations and some of those things that are coming into play that's gonna make us even better. Thanks to Mr. Bailey and other staff who have responded to some requests that citizens have made in my district, to help out with traffic and some other concerns, so really appreciate it. You guys know who you are, you know what you did.
Thank you.
Bless
Mr. Thompson?
Pretty much same thing, just, riding to keep the tree trimming going. You know, you get fussed at for 11 months, and when you have a snowstorm and the electricity don't go out, they don't say anything, but it does really help. And, thank goodness, hopefully the whole cold weather's over with, and I'm ready to see some green grass and go swimming.
I better not be jinxing us, man. Mr. Dickinson?
Just one thing. I've had a couple of constituents inquire about the center line and getting it repainted on South Hammond Drive. It is fading considerably, and that is a heavily traveled street. So if we could do something about that, the folks over there would appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Dickinson. In my report, I had just a few things. Last month, it may have been earlier this month, we had the shooting over at George Washington Carver. And I talked to Sheriff Brooks on our Walton County Day, I'll get to in just a minute. And he said he was reviewing the camera footage and wanted to specifically point out that Holiday just came up on the scene, took charge, and handled it like a real pro. So thanks to your whole department, but specifically for this event, please pass along our thanks. Next, we had George Reed's Day. I think I was in 4 different schools that week on this, and what we call the same day, but spent some time at HD8 one night, and just had a ball with the kids. And if y'all ever want to get involved with any of our, specifically elementary schools, everything that we can do personally and as a community to help lift our literacy rates is going to pay long-term dividends. So I'd appreciate any help that you want to offer those schools. Next, we did have Walton County Day at the Capitol. Shane Short and Shane put it together with Terry from the chamber, and we had Leadership Walton, Youth Leadership Walton, council members from, I believe the only city not represented might have been this year was Social Circle. But we had about 50 folks, made some pretty good noise, got called to the principal's office with a bunch of other mayors to talk about the property tax exempt bill that the speaker is dropping. So that's House Resolution 1114 and House Bill 1116. Since then, I've been in meetings with GMA and legislative policy. And frankly, right now, there's no, I don't have any idea whether they're going to come out in favor of the bill or against it. ACCG has a lot of questions. GMA has a lot of questions. The state school board has a lot of questions. So I'll kind of keep you apprised of everything. That would eliminate all property taxes for homesteaded properties up to 5 acres. And what that would do would share the burden to rentals and small businesses. And it would also give us opportunity to have sales tax up to 9%. 3 cents would be going to the city and county to be split. However, that's agreed upon. 2 cents would be going to the school board, which is 1 more than they get right now. Not enough as it is, and then I think 3 go back to the state. So I'm sure there's another, or 4 go back to the state. So I'll keep you abreast of what happens. Next, Logan and I had the opportunity to go spend some time also at the Capitol the next week with DOT. We went up with Shane Short, David Thompson, John Ward, Precision Planning. Logan and I were there, Bill Calzert, Bruce Williamson, and the team from DOT, their chief planner, and Russell McMurray, their CEO. So we're talking about the Northern Arc. We came in with a $75 million proposal. We explained that we've come up with $5 million commitment. The county's come up with $5 million commitment. We're also committing the extra LMIG dollars that we got this year from the city and the county that I think takes us to about $12 million. So it's about 14 or 15% of the project. They helped us with our route. They made some recommendations where we could cut some costs, go ahead and get into some planning and engineering work, and it's on about as much go as I could have possibly expected. It's going to be a long-term project, but wanted to let you know about that. Is there anything I'm missing on that?
That's the main thing. We end up breaking it into 4 different phases just to kind of make it work, to weave it kind of through the bureaucracy, but GDOT was very receptive to it. So at least we were happy that we had a warm recommendation on it to move it forward. I also discussed the signal permit for 11 and 78 up here with Commissioner McMurray, and he was all about it, and said we probably needed it yesterday. So I said the permit's sitting there in your office just waiting to be signed. So I hope to hear back on that fairly soon so we can start designing and engineering what that signal will look like.
And while he mentioned the light and the need for that northern loop, Janine Miller, their chief planner, pulled out the numbers and said, absolutely, we need both. So we're all on the same page. It's just finding the time and the money. So we're on it. This is the 3rd time we've met with them in 2 years and 3 days. So we'll continue to stay on it. It's that important for our
We had
folks.
some valuable outcomes, so we'll keep it going.
That being said, I need a motion to adjourn to executive session, please. Thank you, Mr. Bradley. Is there a second? Thank you, Mr. Thompson. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like carried. Motion carries. Thank you. Does anybody need